Yes, it's Pigpen. That's it. Hey, Missy. Hey, Lisa Lane. So, how is everybody tonight? You guys doing good? Can you hear me okay? Hey, Bubsy. How are you, babe? I'm good. I'm good. Aw, Lisa, I'm so sorry. Yeah, hey, Fran. How are you, honey? Oh, sorry, y'all. Dog's barking. Yeah. So, lot to discuss tonight. Hey, Mrs. Portland. How are you, honey? Um, uh, I'm sorry, Bubsy. Monroe. Hi, sweetheart. Hey, Green Eyes. Green Eyes, you changed your name again. Hey, Laura. Hey, Lucy Brandy. Good night, Caden. Shut up. Y'all, it's hell having a 17-year-old dog that can't hear you when you fuss at him. You know, there's no point in correcting him because he can't hear me. So it doesn't matter. Um, yeah, he's blind and he's deaf. So there's Louise. I was afraid she wasn't going to make it. Hi, Louise. Hey, Karma. My co host will be here shortly. Hey, Token Hillbilly. Crime Canary. Hi, sweetheart. Well, there's. Oh, okay. I got it, Green Eyes. Yeah, you noticed I changed mine too. Hey, Kit Kat. Hey, SK. Crime Canary, you know I love you. Um, yeah, oh, did I miss Lupa coming out? Oh, there's my Lupa. My Looper. Gotta say it right. Oh, yep, Grumpy Pants is here, y'all. Shh. Shh. My wife is very grumpy today. So, for all those coming in, be ready. Hi, Joyce. Yeah, my wife is in a mood today. Snap my head off. Carmen, there's a lot to talk about tonight. Hey, Jay. I was just kind of waiting on my co-host to show up before we start getting into it, mainly because I am Lupa's first hooker. Um, mainly because I can't remember everything, so somebody has to remind me, right? You guys know what menopause is like. It's lovely. Hey, Blue Riders. Hey, Sassy Pinky. How are you, sweetheart? Okay, sweetie. Hey, Tits Up. Well, not everybody. I haven't seen Extinct Tube. I think she probably went to bed though. Um, Bubsy, I don't know that anything really happened today. Um, yeah, I don't know that really anything happened today, but of course I've missed um, a lot of goings on. I have been super busy. Hey, Mombi. Hey, Irene. Um, that's really good, Sassy. I'm glad to hear that your mom is home too. Um, golly, I guess it's good that we all missed a lot today because, well, it's probably good because anytime we all catch a break from YouTube, it's always a good thing. We can use the rest. I think well, Green Eyes, you suck. You suck then. And you know what? I guess I can't say that you suck because I guess I do laugh my way through a lot of it. So my wife put the tea picture up and she couldn't find it. And she calls me at work and says, "Where's the tea pitcher?" I'm like, I don't know. You were the last one drinking tea. So she's searching and she's searching. Nothing, nothing. And she finally calls me. We're talking 2 weeks later, y'all. And says, "I found the tea pitcher." Mm-hmm. I said, "Where was it?" She found the tea pitcher, y'all. She had put it in the cabinet. I said, "You put the tea pitcher in the cabinet?" And she said, "Yeah." And I said, "Any ideas why?" And she just bust out laughing and goes, "Nope, no idea, no clue." But this is what my wife and I call crackhead moments. These are things crackheads would do. It's a crackhead moment, y'all. And we have a lot of those. We truly do. Of course, both of us are former addicts, so that would make sense. Mine wasn't crack, though. Hers was. Mine wasn't. Um, and I say that out loud because we don't have anything to hide. You know, I don't hide anything. No reason to. So, I'm just saying. So, anybody have any juicy tidbits? Did I miss anything today that anybody knows of? Nothing. Anyone? Anyone? Anybody get it? Anyone? Anyone? Oh, I cracked myself up. Okay. The silence is deafening, so I'm going to assume I didn't miss anything today. I'm assuming that old blowjob Betty and Dolly are still at it. Hi, Francesca. How are you, honey? Yeah, tits up. I saw that. I don't know what that's about. Well, I didn't see it. Somebody told me about it. Um, I don't know what that's about, and don't really care. Um, Hi, Lynn Williams. How are you, sweetheart? Mrs. Portland, that's really good news. Hey, Renee. That's super, super good news, Mrs. Portland. Um, Thank you, Brandy. Appreciate that. Um, okay, so we're up to like 4 protesters now, I think. Right? Tits up. Does that sound about right? That's still really good news, Mrs. Portland. Still, this is really good news. I'm really glad to hear that for Kathy Clot the House. Prayer works. Prayer works. Um, yes, she's a far cry from being out of the woods. Yeah. I'm just glad to hear that. That's really good news. Green Eyes, I thought you were trying to scare Renee there for a minute. Karma, I think I heard something about that right before I went live. Yeah, that's a battle I'm looking forward to watching. Trunk or treat sounds fun, Missy. Yes, your awesome grumpiness there, London. Because it was a treat earlier. Just saying. What? Mrs. Portland? Oh, good Lord. Well, Kathy clocked the house. She's really having a time. Yes, Lynn Williams, you can. You absolutely can. Everybody hang on just a second. I'm having a Milo moment. Damn, I muted myself. I figured Amanda would be late because she has to get the kids in the bed. All 72 of them. She's got a house full, I'm telling you. A house full. So we'll start talking a little bit about it. So I think most of you, if not all of you, know that Hey Kelly Cares. Noodle Mash is suing Mrs. Portland. Right now, she's gone after her with a stalking / protective order. And well, Daria, hopefully, we'll see, right? You know what? I'm going to keep my mouth shut for now. Hi, babe.
Hey.
How are
Sounds
you?
like I'm just in the nick of time.
Right? How you doing? Mhm.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch up. I'm Mandy Lynn. I'm Amanda L. Whatever.
I'm being
Well,
good. I'm being good.
well, that's good. I was trying to hurry. Time got away from me today. So, hey, Crime Canary, how you doing? Hey, Kelly.
Well,
You're cutting out. They said uh, you're cutting out a little bit.
it might have been when I had to mute for Milo and Ash is in the house. Yeah, yeah, I know.
Well, okay. So where were you at? What part are you at?
Um, no. I was probably cutting in and out because I was having a Milo moment. Um,
No, I'm asking where you're at, like with what you're talking about. Like which part are you at?
I hadn't even got anywhere yet.
Oh, okay.
Really was just saying hi to everybody and stuff, and now everybody's saying hi to you. Um,
Hi, everyone.
you got your mic sounding better for damn sure.
Yeah, my mic's. Wait, is it? Yeah, I have it up. Yeah.
No, you know I wanted it up, girl. Now you're
Oh
gone.
no, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm getting something. Hold on one second.
She goes in and she goes back out. Yeah, Lynn Williams, there is power in prayer.
Okay, sorry about that. Jeez, oh Pete. Um. So okay, whatever. Okay. Hi, everybody. I'm trying to. Oh yeah, you're talking about Michael Long, right? I give up. That gives me anxiety too. I already know.
Oh yeah, Michael Long, what a mess.
Yeah, that's where like Queen Bee and them come from. That I hang out with when I'm not
Yeah.
here. Yeah, they come from that
Oh, you
community.
just hang out over there to piss people off. You know that.
I know. I go over there just to upset Laura because my life revolves around her.
Yeah.
So
You know you did it to upset the purple one.
that's what I do everything in my life for. Everything revolves around the purple witch. Everything.
Yeah. The big purple blob that can't stand up for fear of somebody seeing her. Lyndon, I saw what you're talking about. I know. I know.
Yeah. Lord have mercy. So,
Um,
okay, so I don't want to say anything that we're not supposed to say, so I'm just being careful.
right,
Um,
right.
you start.
Okay, okay.
Okay, okay,
Well, let's talk about Lycan's uh stream the other night.
okay. I can do that. I watched that twice.
Yeah, okay, good for you because I did not. We discussed that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I did because I once the chat wasn't loaded, and then once it was, and I was like, oh my god, he was trying to, be reasonable, but oh my god, I never saw any of them move so quick to get up there and talk him out of it.
right. I saw that. Yes, Kit Kat. We mean Kyle. Hi, Linda Salmons. Um, what is vibrating in my house? Not what y'all think either.
Whoa, what are
Right?
you doing?
Right? I don't know what that noise is. I don't have anything that vibrates in here. Okay, 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 okay. I get it. I see. Um, we have an apartment next door that flooded,
Uh-huh.
and they have been working on the two apartments next door for a while to correct the flooding issue. Well, I mean, it flooded one of them so bad they had to strip it down to studs. Um, and so that there wasn't any mold damage. But apparently they go over there and work at night. So I did hear a power tool.
That's what she's calling it now.
That's it. Either way, it's a power tool, right?
Either way, it is a power tool. Sure is. So yeah, Lycan was trying to be like, he was just like, I'm done. I don't want to talk about Miss Portland anymore. She has like medical conditions that I'm sure Natasha's not willing to put her ass on the line. Everyone was like guessing about saying that they were fake. So then Mrs. Portland uploads a copy of them. And I don't know what his response was after that, but and then I seen everybody like, if anybody goes after Noodle Mash, I'm gonna go after them. I have never been scared of a motherfucker, and I'm not gonna start now. So I can talk about whoever I want to, and I don't have to believe her about shit I don't fucking want to either. So there's that.
Yeah, he's not one I've ever been afraid of either. Scotty, I don't know because you're literally in my description, so I'm not real sure how you would not. No, Amanda, can you hold it down for just a minute and let me go correct the Scotty is not modded situation?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take care of that, y'all. I'll be right back.
Okay, but Noodle Mash, you like named, okay, you said all these people did pictures of you and shared pictures of you, and you named me in that. So I don't delete my stuff off my page. So I want you to go show where I made pictures of you. The pictures that you're talking about. I didn't even know you had some genetic disorder. I don't give a fuck about you enough to know that. So I need you to go prove that, because you made sure to name drop me, you stupid bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care what you're talking about. I never did that. And you need to go show where I did that instead of just sitting there saying it. I would appreciate that, since you wanted to name drop me and all. So that's all I have to say about that. Noodle Mash. Leave me out of your fuck shit. All I've ever did is said that I don't believe you, and that you don't act like a person that's harassed. So actually, when Hooker gets back, I'm gonna show, like a couple weeks ago, I had talked about a poll about what the community thought, like about Noodle Mash versus Miss Portland. Well, the numbers have even went better against nobody believes you except like your little Lycan circle. Noodle Mash. I just want you to know that, and I'm going to show that in a minute. I got to go get it once Hooker gets back.
I'm sort of back. I'm actually trying to do this on the computer. It's not good for anything else.
Right. Yeah.
So I can try to do it while I'm live as well. Let's talk about that for a minute. Let's talk about why her amount went down for what she's asking for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like there's something really weird with that. Hold on, I have this pulled up like right now. I'm trying to get to so like a couple weeks ago, I told you guys about that poll or whatever. I'll get to the other thing in a second, but it was like, 65 versus 45%. Wait, it was like, wait, hold on. Okay, the last poll was no, Mrs. P is not a threat to Noodle Mash. Was 59% of people thought that, right? But today, this poll today was, let's see. I'm trying to get to it. Hold on.
Oh, Ash, yeah, they're really good friends now. Like they're in each other's chat, and somebody get rid of Gamer Guy. The dipshit is bad.
Oh God, Gamer Guy, what are you doing? Okay, so 84% of people think that Noodle Mash has lost all credibility. 84% of people in the community. So it's not just this little area. Everybody sees it, because what she says, poll time. Do you feel Noodle Mash has lost credibility in claiming Mrs. P is harassing her when Noodle Mash hangs out and participates and other chats bullying Mrs. P. 84% says, yeah, she lost all credibility. So that's like a pretty high number. Not
That's
like
like a major high number. So, Mrs. Portland, as you can see, there are changes definitely being made. Hey, the cat. Um, thank you, Kiki, very much. I appreciate that. Scotty, try typing. Hey, Wild One. Trying to get Scotty to type. What's she do, leave? Scotty, did you come in and say hello and then leave? I swear to God.
She did come in.
Crackhead. I have
Oh,
never.
I'm
Yeah, I
looking for
just
that.
called you crackhead on a live. Just saying.
Okay.
She did. Kiki, do you see her or are you seeing her above?
So how much was her first one? Her first one was 1,500, right? Isn't that what we figured out today?
Yes.
Okay. Well, now she has one for 2,400 and she's raised 1,200. Well, 1,240 of that one. So that's, let's see, 15, 25. That's what, $2,600 or so? Is that, or 27? Yeah, 2,600, correct?
Yes.
No, 2,700. My bad.
2,700. Hey, Grits Girl, Laura, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Scotty was live. Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know that. No idea that she was live.
No, I didn't know either. But I just got on.
Well, that. Oh, okay. Well, that. I see, Kiki. That explains where the trolls are.
Yeah.
Poor thing. I had no idea she was going live tonight when I made this plan.
Sorry, I had to give my son the dogs to take out.
Who, Boo?
Yeah, Boo's got to go out. Go on, Boo.
Boo said, "No, don't make me go." Oh, Lyndon's timing people out with her toe. Mm-hmm.
Oh no. Yeah, it's I don't know. I didn't see her live. So anyways, I don't know. Noodle Mash is like I've never seen her jump on a panel at like 10:30 at night like she did the other night. Like, no, you have to talk about who I want you to talk about. And I think the plungers on the head are so stupid. Like I think it's dumb. So I think it's stupid.
I think it's awesome.
Well,
did you see Siren?
I did.
A dirty plunger on his head?
Why didn't he? There's plunger stickers that you can go to like an editor and get. Why is he using a real plunger that he used to get poop out of? Oh God, no! Oh God.
And I love Amanda's.
I cannot.
Her effects. Her.
Oh my God, I cannot. What are you doing? And Siren, I've never really said a lot about you, but you are a little creep. You just are. You just need to stop. Just stop being in everybody's business weird. I'm looking in the camera like that. God.
Stephanie Brown. Stephanie Brown, I haven't seen the super chats from you, darling. So Amanda's okay.
I have to take bow. I'll take my bow now.
You are more than welcome to send Stephanie Brown the link. I don't mind it.
I don't know if she'd be able to come up this early because she has trouble coming up. Yeah, she's probably very it's probably going to be hard for her to come up this time of night because she's late to my panels when they're at 9:30. Oh
Right?
God, that plunger by his
Oh, look,
head.
here
Oh
come the
God.
Noodle Mash trolls.
Oh.
How
I
cute,
vote
right?
keep them. That's the little Momo person.
You're
Twins.
adorable. Twinsies.
Twinsies. I don't know. I just this whole um you know, if you're going to talk about me, I'm going to get my friends to talk about you. Bitch, like anybody gives a fuck. We all know, who cares? Like, do you think that's going to shut us up? I mean, what the fuck? I've never done anything to like, and they've actually said out of all of the drama, and I've heard him say quite a few times he doesn't talk about people unless they talk about him. So, I'm going to assume that's what it's going to be because you have a big old fucking mouth. The only difference is you don't cuss and you don't have the same tone we have, but you're still over there throwing your fucking noodle shade everywhere. Like, you don't get to do
Everywhere.
that.
And people that think that just because Noodle Mash doesn't actively troll Mrs. Portland, that she hasn't been going after Mrs. Portland, aren't very bright. She set her sights on Mrs. Portland from day one in this community. Day one. And she has been going at her every day for 7 months.
Yeah, every day. All the time. Hey, Taco. Every day.
Hey,
She goes up
Taco.
there. How
And
you doing?
why is that okay?
Because I'm telling you, it's because she doesn't use the same language. Like, you hear me like F this and F that. Noodle Mash doesn't do that, but she does it in a like she doesn't cuss and all that, right? Oh, wait a minute. I gotta tell you the best part. She sat up there and said, I don't go to those channels where they talk all like that and they cuss and they use that language the night after she was on Lycan's panel. Like, what? My head almost exploded. I'm not fucking kidding. It almost exploded. It was done. I was done. Like, are you fucking kidding
Thank
me?
you. Well, wait though. Wait. Hey, leave it to Bieber. Yeah, hold on a minute. She doesn't go to places like that? Well,
Yeah.
she's
Yes.
trying to manipulate everybody. And she's trying to manipulate everybody by saying that that I left her mod chat because I was jealous of her going into Whiskey's chat
What?
to hold on a minute. To talk to Misfit Jenny. Well, first of all, she didn't go into Whiskey's chat to talk to Misfit Jenny.
Right?
She went into Whiskey's chat to show support for Whiskey.
Yes. Yes. And she said I've offered Hooker a link several times and somebody else, maybe Tits Up or Extinct Tube, I don't know. They won't come over here, but I don't go to those kind of channels where they talk like that. Like, excuse me, bitch. Excuse me. I'll keep my foul ass mouth any day of the week. And you can keep your fake ass bullshit. Okay. That's how I feel about that.
Right. There, my link is in chat just for you, Desiree Chandler. I told you that I would put the link out there for you. There it is, babe.
Who's
This
Desiree Chandler?
a person, using my air quotes here, who keeps sending abusive emails to Mrs. Portland. And I told her through email yesterday, yes, a coercive abuser, that I would be sending her a link. And yes, my email went through. That's when she blocked it so that other people couldn't email her. Oh, guess you forgot to hit that button on my email, didn't you there, Desiree? I
Well,
even had the confirmation that it was read, Desiree.
I had found it very telling that that it was how quick people jumped up there when like it was like, well, I'm not going to talk about her anymore. There won't be any Mrs. P content on here. I ain't ever seen some of those motherfuckers move so quick in their life ever. Like, as soon as I had, because I had went to get something to drink, and by the time I got back, there was 3 people up on panel. They were pissed the fuck off that he was not going to talk about Mrs. P. That is ridiculous. Why don't y'all go to your own channel and do that? Siren, fucking, what's that other weirdo's name? The truth guy, what's his name?
That brutally honest.
Yes, brutally
that
honest.
weirdo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you? Sorry, this is a Milo moment. He's losing his mind over here. That's all that noise y'all hear. Who said, hey? Stephanie must have stepped away as well. Stephanie's like, hey, everybody who said hey. She's like, I ain't tagging all those people. So,
let's roast Stephanie. I think that would be fun.
Yeah, we can do that too. Stephanie.
Stephanie, you want to fight? You want to fight on panel? You can drag me and I'll drag you.
Well, you missed it, Stephanie, because I actually told Manda today that you and I were going to do a panel and we were going to roast Manda.
Yes,
so,
that happened.
I told her that would be funny. Oh, Stephanie, you got found out. Oh my Lord, it was you. Linda, how are you climbing out over there?
You got toe timed out. Hi. Hey, Michelle. How you doing? Oh, Lord. What a shit show. Hey, Callie. Good to see you.
Hello, Callie.
I haven't seen you in a while, Callie. I saw you in my comments and I got excited. So I haven't saw you in a little while. Linda didn't do it on accident. She saw you being an asshole to me and timed you out. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You don't know how much that might be true. I mean, she is in a shitty mood today.
Stephanie's funny. She cracks me up. London too. She said that wasn't me. London's like, no, that wasn't me.
Then she goes, was it? Was
it? Poor Stephanie's getting timed out by God knows who.
I know, right? It's the secret mod. Secret mod. Anyway, yeah, she didn't have any problem going into Whiskey's chat after he had just been live for 15 hours, calling me every name in the book. But she went in there to show support for Misfit Jenny. I guess she forgot whose channel she went in.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that doesn't even make that. I just can't even wrap my head around how stupid she is sometimes. Like, I just can't. And I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I'm just being really careful, which I'm not used to doing. You know me, I'm just like blah blah blah. I just think that I'm just glad that people are opening their eyes. That like she's still going around talking all this shit. You don't even see Mrs. Portland really, right? Like you don't see her saying anything bad about Noodle Mash. Noodle Mash cannot shut the fuck up. She cannot do it.
Yeah, Kiki, thank you so much. Hey, Perpetual Platypussy, how are you, honey?
Hey, Platypussy.
Yeah, we were talking about last night in Jenny Jen Jen's, who I forgot to tag, of course, that not believing in going in real life. Don't believe in going in real life. But she's in Lycan's chat. Can somebody make that make sense?
Well, is it filing a lawsuit on somebody somebody like as real life as or whatever it is, all the shit she's collecting funds for, isn't that as real life as it fucking gets? Like that's
Isn't it
pretty
though?
real life. Yeah, that's pretty real life. Here's the membership link. First, whoever just asked. Here.
Thank you. Hey, Sammy Smith. How are you, honey? So it is as real life as it comes, and we're in the drama slash trauma community, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not supposed to believe in that. And some people seem to have forgotten that we don't believe in going real life. We keep it on YouTube.
Yeah. Yep. You can't fight somebody on YouTube. You have to say you're a victim. Like there's no reason for what she's pulling other than her ego's bruised. There's not like what else could you're really gonna I just can't make it make sense that she's acting like she's some victim and she's so scared and God, it's so frustrating. And then she's saying that all of us knew about some disorder she had. I didn't fucking know about the genetic disorder she had. I've never paid attention to her. I've never heard her mention it. What is she talking about?
What
I have no idea.
genetic disorder?
That makes her
Hypochondria?
that makes her nose look big or something. That's why people are making her nose look. I don't even know what she's talking about. She lumped me in with all that. I I have never like she's full of shit. So
I was in her mod chat and never heard that. So
right,
please,
she yeah.
expand me.
Mm-hmm. I don't know what it was called. It was called like, or it's like something that like
And
makes your
Blue
nose
Brandy,
bigger.
you're exactly right. Everybody has something.
Right. I don't get
Um,
on here to talk about my shit like she does. Like, what the fuck?
and Miss Liverbird, 87 is correct. And thank you, Laura. Not just 87. What we're not counting in that 87 is that. Oh, okay, Lupa. What we're not counting in that 87 is however many Samantha Bree has.
Who's
Um,
Samantha Bree? Oh, wait, that's like a
Samantha,
subscriber, right?
a subscriber that has started making videos about Mrs. Portland and been making videos for quite a while. Um, yeah, as a matter of fact, why don't I look that up right now?
I can see what she said it was called. Hold on, let me go to her live. I'll watch it quietly. I don't know if she said it. Wait, no, she did say it. I remember now. Hold on, let me get to it. And they keep saying that everyone's gonna like you're gonna know when all the evidence come out, and it just we have to like believe her, right? Without any evidence, and but yet she's demanding that other people tell their evidence. It's just so stupid.
She
Hold on,
has, oh, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. It's going to take me a minute, sorry. Holy shit. That's a lot of videos here. Holy shit. A lot of videos. Oh, God, that's a Milo.
He's been on all day.
He has been on it all day. Good Lord, that's a crackhead moment. Um, 1, 2, 4,
Hold on, I'm trying to.
7, 8.
Okay, wait, right here. I think. Okay,
Looks
okay.
like
I think
she's
to
got
like.
about 40, 50 videos of Mrs. P.
Okay, dang, what the hell? Um, This
Yeah.
was exactly what she said. I have the closed captions. She says Extinct Tube likes to because she showed like Extinct Tube made some meme or something. And she likes to exaggerate uh her physical features because of her the deformity. Like I guess it exaggerates. I don't know, even know what she's talking about. I thought she named it, but she didn't. I didn't know anything about that, and I really don't give a fuck. And I've never made a picture of her ever, not one.
Right. Um,
So
and I don't
she
know
needs to
anything
move
about
with
it
that. So I don't
either. I
do that.
know about her most important diagnosis, and that is hypochondria. Because I can tell you she definitely has that. Um she definitely has that.
Yeah, it's fucking
And
bizarre.
first fast, I'm glad you made an entire alt to come in and say that.
Yeah, that's
Man, they play through alt for no reason.
you. You really got a lot out with that sentence. Good job. Oh no.
And yes, I'm the one that told Mrs. Portland to take it down. Um, and the people who are sending these hateful emails to Mrs. Portland are the reason I told her to take it down. Callie, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. You're in a drama community. You have to expect drama.
Right. I can't even tell you. I've had people threaten way worse things. I mean, like the 4 years that or 3 years that I've been here. Three, I think. I just hit three. But like I've never ever did all of that. I'm not doing all that. When you come to the drama community, you have to expect like drama, and not everybody's gonna verbalize things the same way as you. People are gonna say things that are gonna probably be like, holy shit. But she knows she's not in any danger at all. She knows that. That's the important thing.
And I give up. He did demand, air quotes again, to send prescription bottles. I guess he didn't know the number one diagnosis was hypochondriac. And Laura, hi, how are you? Just plain Laura, not Laura Fulmer. Um, that's correct.
Yeah.
She never said anything about that I know of until then. And the people that are going to try to say that they're blocked from coming in, blocked from taking a link and all that, people aren't blocked. The only people are blocked are trolls. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
That's it. So they're not blocked. Um,
Yeah.
Old Desiree doesn't want to take a link, I guess.
Nah, they never do.
Um, yeah, Sammy. Oh, my host. Nope. Let's not do that. Boy, he's just showing out today. God, he really is.
At least he's feeling better. He wants to play.
Playing nothing. He's wanting to pee on everything. No, I didn't see it, Laura. I did not hear my life.
Well, at least he's peeing and playing, you know? I mean, you can't really ask for anything else.
There's no shortage of pee, that's for sure.
Well, that's good.
But we don't complain about that around here. Lyndon, that was part of what I wanted to talk about. Are a pharmacist and a nurse
Mhm.
on a panel asking to see certain things from Mrs. P, and then saying that they're going to need her to prove other things. That Brutally Honest was up there saying things like, well, I'm going to need to see proof of this, and I'm going to need to see that. And I'm going, we don't need to show you anything.
Who the fuck is he? He's a
And,
little fucking weirdo. Ugh.
and Siren, you big weirdo. You're a pharmacist where numerous people online know where you work, dude. And you are on the internet diagnosing people?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
No,
And
Siren,
yeah,
you're not supposed to do that. I'm sure where you work has a big social media.
not like I mean, for me, I never would cross lines like that, but you never know who's listening. That's why you have to be really careful. Like, you just do. I would never ever cross lines like that personally, right? But just because I won't or you won't, you can't go diagnosing people on the internet with like 200 people listening to you. What are you doing? That's so irresponsible. It really is.
Yes, it is. And Sailboat, because I know you and KD are listening and watching chat to get those screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, Sailboat, you're an RN. Why would you risk your license to be on the internet diagnosing someone and critiquing their diagnosis? Really? Does that
I don't
seem
know how
smart?
we got to this place. Like, I was really hoping that nobody would get to see her medical records because they're just gonna use them against her. When people demand stuff like that from you, Mrs. Portland, don't do it. People have demanded so many things from me. Don't give in to them. Now, I'm not talking about your friends. I'm talking about like not Lycan's panel and all that. They don't have good intentions with those medical records at all.
No, they don't. Um, I told her to take it down. Though half the weirdos
Yeah.
got them now. Freaking weirdos. I don't know why you're up
Yeah.
there in all of her stuff anyway, digging. We already knew everything we needed
Yeah.
to
Not
know about
everybody.
her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Not everybody has good intentions. That like, sending them to Kat or like Natasha or something is one thing, but the people that were demanding them, they have no good intentions with asking for them. They wanted to see them so they can twist them, hurt you with them. They just don't. It's not good. They're going to try to use it against you. That's just what these people do.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
yeah, and Siren, he's a complete whole idiot. Trying to reorient Mrs. P. I had to tune out during Siren talking. I had to literally fast forward it because I thought I was going
Yeah.
to reach to the computer to slap the piss out of him.
Yeah, Dario, what's your question? And I don't even think that Lycan and Robbie would have had anything nefarious about the medical records. Lycan didn't even want to see them, right? He was like, I don't need to see them because I was surprised by his reaction, right? I would like in a good way. And
Well,
like Robbie, I
because
know
I
that
can actually used Google and Googled her diagnosis, and then he could see that what she has is the reason for her behavior.
right. I was like pleasantly surprised that, I felt like that was the most responsible thing you can do, right? When you're coming from a place of, and I don't think that if she does something that she's off limits. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is like she's not even up there talking about anybody, right? Um, and certain people just wanted to see it keep going, and I didn't understand that. And I just felt like I've never seen a channel turn against the owner so quick. Like everybody was so mad at him. And I wanted to too. I know, like I wasn't meaning Robbie when I just said what I said. I'm talking about the random people that hurried over, screenshotted it, all that don't have good intentions. Probably the ones we don't even see chatting. There's a lot of fucked
Right.
up people here.
A lot. And you don't see the people who actually did see her medical information posting it.
No, yeah, Daria, yeah, like exactly because I know this because I've been watching I was watching like the Lana versus the unmasked thing, right? And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of Lana's evidence they wouldn't take because it was hearsay, and it takes like a forensic person to do like
Correct.
to authenticate things. So a lot of
Mm-hmm.
Lana's evidence got thrown out, right? Because
Right.
and I have a feeling they're not just going to go and look through all of Mrs. Portland's videos where she's not even saying a name. That's not what they're there for. Like that's what they even told Lana when she tried to submit like 97 videos or something. Whatever
Yeah.
she did, they didn't care. They didn't
Well,
give a
they
fuck.
have to go through, they have to verify the screenshot, then they have to verify each person's channel, who it's owned by, everything to make sure it is the correct person.
Yes, and I'm going to assume that they didn't. There's another person like her name's Nicole's World, and she is a disabled lady. And this Dina lady took her to court not long ago, and Dina didn't go for. I mean, no, Nicole didn't go the first time, right? And they gave her the
Mm-hmm.
restraining order. Well, her mom came back and was telling them that she was disabled and this, that, and the other. And they took it from a 10-year and told her she can have it for the rest, like, I think like 2 months. And then it was over because she didn't tell the court that she was disabled, that Nicole was disabled. And that plays a big factor in it. So that was another one that was kind of big that happened on YouTube.
Well, as Robbie stated as well, there are lots of clones of Mrs. P running around. And because of these clones, there's going to be issues with information that's getting back to Noodle Mash. So, Shannon, I suggest you pay attention to that. Care D, Sailboat RN. Maybe you should think about that as you're taking stuff back to your fearless leader, who, by the way, is not part of the LGBTQ
No,
umbrella. God, I'm so
no,
sick of hearing that.
no, we don't.
These weirdos that think because they fantasized about kissing a girl once, somehow they're LGBTQ.
Sammy, hold on. Sorry, we don't. You stay over there, Noodle Mash. That's okay. No thanks. What is that? That's probably going to be one of her. She's going to be one of those people that like claim that as like a protected class, and then disabilities.
Yeah. I had to remind her that LGBTQ was not a protected class.
Not right, not unless you're like actually getting beat up because you're gay, like or there's. It's not like they're me on the internet. So hold on, I'm a lesbian. Like,
and listen, half the time, not even the end, because finding somebody to enforce it is a whole nother ball game.
right?
God.
That's they just don't get it.
Oh my God, these people! I cannot.
Okay. Oh my God.
Just wait till tomorrow. Just wait. Y'all think I'm joking, okay? You think I'm joking, Amanda? Wait till tomorrow.
Wait until she says that the hooker and Amanda are gay bashers.
I can promise you she ain't got no damn toaster oven. Promise.
No. Oh, God.
You know, I told Randy I had her toaster oven waiting. I can promise you Mandolin doesn't have a toaster oven.
No, you have me drinking coffee at what time is it? Like 9:00. I'm in a double shot at that. Stephanie, just buckle up if you're in here for whenever we go later, because I am going to be wired. So my idiot ass drinking coffee.
Jolene M.
Yes, Fun Seeker. It's like in a week or no, 2 weeks, I think, right? It's on the 8th.
Oh, it's about 2 weeks, yeah. It's 12 days away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loofah.
I had
No.
to. I can't help it.
Oh,
Luca
no.
really hates that jewelry.
I
She
hate it.
really hates that jewelry.
I yeah, I heard Noodle Mash like talking about how she can't do a lot, but she's gonna give away some jewelry for a husband and a wife at Christmas. I'm like, oh God. Oh God, no.
Wait a minute. She's gonna give away what at Christmas?
She said that if anybody's doing a basket, like for a family in need, for a mom and dad, she wants to do match jewelry for a mom and dad. And you can. No. It is
Because
her
that's what a
party.
needy family needs.
She said it would make them smile. I'm like, oh, it'll make them something, motherfucker. I don't think smile is appropriate,
Headed
but
to the closest flea market.
they'll be like, they'll have like 11 or 12-year-old kid, like, oh, you did such a good job. Thank you.
I cannot. Look, I got mine in the mail, and I first of all, the heart pendant that I purchased has a big old thumbprint on the back or front.
Oh,
I guess it kind of depends, but either way, isn't that supposed to be like out of there?
you should do a review of her jewelry, like one day when you have time. Just
You know what? You're not the first person to suggest that. Of course, she's going to say it's not real, that I'm just doing it because I'm angry at her. But no, I can actually show it on a live.
yeah. Well, we did reviews of the Purple Witches candy for her, and Starlight actually took it and ran it over with her car, and you heard the glass crunching. That was epic. A lot of people did reviews, so I think that you should do a review of her fucking jewelry. I really, and whoever has it.
Well, and the clasp on everything she sent me, every single piece, has broken. Now, mind you, I didn't wear any of it, and I told her that when I bought it, that I wasn't going to wear it. I bought it to carry in my pocket, but it's already on this piece of something, material, shall I say, and has a clasp on it. The clasp on every single thing she sent me has already broken. And I don't mean that it just won't. I don't mean that it just won't close or open. I mean, like they fell off. I carried one on my keychain that it's gone altogether. It just fell off one day.
Did you get a hamburger or a hot dog? Like, I always wondered what went through minds when they ordered hamburger and hot dog jewelry.
No, ma'am, I bought a heart.
Okay.
Just a heart.
Yeah. Weren't you boring? No hot dogs and hamburgers at heart or whatever?
No. The food art never appealed to me. Actually, nothing she did appeal to me, but I felt bad about never ordering anything. So, Mrs. Portland, she actually put her videos back up. So everything's up. But did comments get deleted? Probably.
Oh, she put them back up because last night Tiffany went up and said, who cares if she deleted it? Which I agree that probably wouldn't make a difference anyways. It just looks suspect. But she was starting to get a lot of questions about why she deleted it in the chat and then in her chat too. So she kept saying, I haven't deleted anything. It's out there. And it was not there yesterday.
No, it wasn't there. Does she not think that, number one, we have all of her videos, and number two, that includes comments there, Shannon? So the comments don't match up the day of court to the original video. We'll know, just so you know. God.
She's so stupid. I mean, okay. I really don't understand what it's hard to understand. She literally made her very first YouTube video saying, or her first video, like his introduction to the drama part of it, that she had someone in mind to talk about that didn't even know she was here yet. Like, how does that turn around to them harassing her? I don't understand.
Right. Hold on, I have to highlight this.
Kiki.
Wait a minute, which one is she talking about?
She's talking about the hamburger fell off and has no lettuce.
Okay,
I think
there it
she's
is.
talking about.
Well, she made one before that about the PPO for trauma. Yeah. So I wasn't sure which one. I was laughing at that one when I looked above it to be sure and saw the other one. Both pretty funny. No, Kiki, it fell all apart. And Snow Lion, no, I don't wear anything but real jewelry. So I had told her originally I wasn't going to wear it. Oh God, you wouldn't catch me dead in that stuff. I mean, you wouldn't. Oh no, 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 no,
No. Just a no.
Yeah, no. Hi, Muffin Mouse. Oh, Scotty's back.
Hey, Muffin Mouse.
Scotty, yes, you have a wrench. I was making sure. Well, if you hadn't left, yeah, Dario, you're correct. You're correct.
Let's see. I don't know. What a mess. What a damn mess.
The judge is going to tell them both to calm down altogether. Robbie has tried to point this out multiple times. Scotty, scroll up. It's in there, honey. Robbie's tried to point it out to them several times. He has told me that privately. Shannon, go right ahead. You're gonna wind up looking foolish.
Yeah, I don't think that that's honestly what I look for the outcome to be. Because tap on each person's hand to say, if you don't want to talk about, don't talk about them. If you don't want to talk about, don't talk about them. Kind of forget each other exists. And, or, you know, you cannot just waste resources like this. There are actual like people that are trying to leave a marriage or a home or their family and they're scared. Not some bullshit on the fucking internet. Give me a fucking break. Like, just give me a break.
Right. Exactly. She's wasting precious resources. Because like, and this is where we were going earlier.
Yes, Dar. Yeah, exactly. Lawsuits, exactly.
He's cracking me up.
Daria's right there. They end up calling them lawsuits. Like a little cow, like it's just a lawsuit. That's basically what it turns into.
Yeah.
And usually when the people lose, they end up totally melting down, playing victim for a while. It's quite a fucking it's just always happened around these communities. That's why I'm like so nonchalant about it. We've just seen it so many times.
Right. Well, it is ridiculous. I mean, she knows that Mrs. P is not a threat to her.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie and I were talking about this today. She knows that she's no threat to her. I mean, what does she encompass? A thigh? I mean,
yeah, I actually look at what somebody said to Robbie was more of a threat than what is going on with Mrs. P. And I'm just being honest. somebody said something really awful to him because he went into Natasha's chat. And I thought that was more threatening than anything Mrs. P has said, just to be 100% honest. Like, I just don't find any real threat behind what was said. Like, if I at all felt like it was a threat, I would probably be like, you know, that probably wasn't good. No, I just don't understand what she thinks is going to happen to a woman and man that don't drive. The people that she said are going to go with, that she's like, oh, she said her friends, you live way far away from Mrs. P. The other people live across the fucking pond. Like, what does she think's going to happen?
Or the
I
other
don't
side
understand.
of the country. I mean,
Right.
you live on one ocean, I live on the other, dumbass. Oh my God.
And don't even let me on that shit because, bitch, you ain't worth my fucking kids or my life. And I'll be damned if I went punch purple in the face. I'm not going to come to punch you in the face. So I have nothing to do with that.
That if I didn't get in the car to go to Pennsylvania after Granny's watching, I'm not going to be bothered to go to the other side of the United States to be bothered with Noodle Mash.
No.
You hear me, Shannon? You're not worth my time.
Right.
Ridiculous.
We actually have lives that don't involve laying in a bed to take pictures of leggings or moving to our fucking craft chair once a day. Like, that would be affected by that, okay? Noodle Mash. We actually have real things that affect that you're not fucking worth. Nobody's gonna hurt you. You sound so fucking dumb.
Right. Kelly Cares. Are you talking about Noodle Mash had a channel before this? I know she has, according to her, I have no idea what it is or where it is, a crafting channel where she is doing teaching techniques, which is comical, because I could really comment about that. Wonder if her class wants to know about the thumbprint on mine. I'm just saying.
Oh, that's like Merb teaching how
Right?
like, I taught many classes. These bitches think that because they can use an easy bake oven, they're a fucking teacher. Give me a break. And if she thinks that threatening me with other people is gonna shut me the fuck up, apparently she ain't paid enough attention to my fucking channel. Like, I got threatened with bigger and badder than you last Tuesday, last Wednesday, last Friday, and here I am running my big fucking mouth, okay? And that's not all that's gonna do is piss me off.
Well, and all the haters that want to make little comments on my channel, that's little Samantha Bree, bless her heart. Bless her heart. And I gave you a shout out, honey. Shouldn't that be enough? I've given you a couple of shout outs now, but bless her little heart. She put on my channel, all due respect. All due respect. D-O.
Oh, hell, that's my biggest pet peeve. Or when they're coming to tell me all about myself and they'll be like, there you're in chat, THEYERE. I'm like, oh my God, it makes my brain explode. Or they'll be like, you know you did, NO.
I cannot take it.
No.
I was sitting there reading her comment going, oh, bless your heart. So I had to tell her, I said, please go get an education. Please. And boy, she didn't like that. She didn't like that at all. She came back and told me all about myself.
So,
she spent so much time on that comment. I know she had to Google at least 3 words.
She Googled at least 3 of them words. You know she did. She copy and pasted them from Google too.
I mean, my God, if you didn't know the difference between do and do, I mean, Lord have mercy.
I cannot help stupid.
I can't. I mean, what she the difference between DO and DUE is something you should have learned by 8th grade, honey.
You'd think.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sad.
There's no hope for some people.
Mm-mm. But yeah, I
Mm-mm.
know. Tits up. Um, and she did. She posted Mrs. Portland's front door on her Facebook chat, wanting people to go after Mrs. Portland for having things posted on her front door. So tell me she wasn't.
Excuse me, what?
Yes, Mrs. Portland, when she lived there,
Mm-hmm.
had things posted on her front door. Shannon took a picture of it and put it on her Facebook.
Oh, so she's a Karen on top of all of it. Like, not the
Oh,
fun Karen
yes.
that gets free food. She's like the Karen that thinks she's going to take it to social media and get justice. Oh, geez.
Right. But Daria, have you told her when you're in there in the chat? When you're in Noodle Mash's chat, have you told her that you don't like her getting a restraining order against Mrs. P, much less a permanent protective order for stalking?
I think that Daria has said things about like that they never work out. I think she has said that to her.
I don't know. The chats that I've watched, I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think that most people know, like, because Lycan was discussing it. Most people that have been here a long time just have said it's not going to work out. Like how you think it is, and people feel like they have to be really careful with Noodle Mash because she does this thing where she is so uh, what's the word?
Hey.
Fragile, and I
Hey.
think that's I think that's
Hey.
why a lot of people might like break things easier to her. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Well,
Hey,
that's great if
peppers.
you have Daria. Hey, honey, I'm
Mhm.
sorry. We're on a uh mission here. Um,
Mission.
yeah. Well, we have to get it out before somebody forgets.
Yeah,
Um,
we're really bad about that.
we're so bad. Um,
Oh.
well, I don't know if it's false hope. It's ridiculousness. You're
Mhm.
literally wasting resources. Do you know how many criminals could be tried in that time that this judge is trying to go through evidence that won't go anywhere?
Or not even that. The people that are actually trying to get away from real in life bad situations. Okay. And now they want, like, they get taken less and less seriously the more and more of these stupid fucking suits there are. It's hard for judges to differentiate. They need to tighten it up to where you have to have a lot more like in-person contact. And why can't they just block each other? Or why can't Noodle not fucking watch? Who gives a fuck? Like,
Well, that would make too much sense, Amanda. It would
mm,
make too much sense to unsubscribe,
mm,
to block her and
yeah,
unsubscribe. That would be too easy, wouldn't it?
what a
Maybe if
load.
you didn't stalk her, Shannon, you wouldn't know what she was doing. You wouldn't know how many community posts were put out if you weren't stalking her, Care D.
And true that.
Like I said, when I wasn't watching her, I never knew what went on her channel. Imagine how peaceful that is to not know what somebody else is doing.
Right. Because, like, everybody, you can hate watch all you want. Fuck, I hate watch, but I'm not up here crying that I'm a victim. I I don't know. I'm just like a lot tougher skin because I've been here for a long time. I've had a lot of fucking threats. It's like a normal Wednesday to get a threat from me from like Laura, for example. I don't care. Like, it's gonna take a lot more than somebody to say, I'm gonna get this person to come after you than for me to run out and get a fucking restraining order. Give me a break.
Right. And Jamie May, love your thought process there, but sweetie, it's a drama community. Just saying.
We need to make a video. Like, it's drama.
I mean, maybe these people. I'm sorry, I love you, Jamie, but it is a drama community, honey. You're gonna have drama in a drama community.
Here's what I did today.
No, baby, what did you say today?
I know I went on a panel with Brutally Lauren.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Now, there's a tie in there.
Mhm.
So, wonder how brutally honest became brutally anything.
You know, that is a good question
Mm-hmm.
because I don't know. All I see him as is brutally ignorant.
Well, he's definitely brutally dumb.
Mhm.
He only demands proof of the people he decides he's going to hate.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Because he demanded proof from Noodle Mash before he decided he liked her. And he only decided he liked her when Lycan decided he hated her.
I don't
So
know.
how
Could
about
he was flirting so hard, flirting so hard with Lycan the other night. Like I think it was even starting to get on Lycan's nerves. It was so funny though. I don't know. He even said something like, "Are you losing weight?" I was like, "That's one of the cheesiest pickup lines ever." You know what I mean? Like, it's like I
right?
was expecting him to say, "Hey, is that a mirror in your pocket? Because I can see myself in them." Whatever
Well,
that line is.
he's missing some things as well. And has anybody noticed that a lot of the men on here are the creepiest son of a bitches you'd ever
Yeah.
meet?
Like with pedophile accusations
Yeah.
or stalking accusations, like, you know, it doesn't, I've seen more men with like pedophilia, like backgrounds and all that. Like, I don't care. I can never look at Siren the same after that fucking story came out. I never can. And then he's not just all, there's a whole bunch of them like that have these pedophilic backgrounds, and everybody's like, acts like there's some gods. I don't get it. It's weird.
I heard the newest trend that's starting to go around is people porn bombing with CP.
They did that last year. Like they did it and blamed Poon Handler, and then he
Mhm.
didn't do it. Did
Right.
that over in that little section of YouTube last year.
Yeah, they're starting to do it again. I guess it happened last night
Oh,
on
that's so
someone's.
sick.
Yeah, isn't that sick?
That
Ugh.
is
How do you get how
I
do you
don't know.
get child porn? I mean, I wanted to ask what's happening with Poon, but I was busy in my own little land. Uh how do people get child porn to porn bomb people with? Like, how does that
I
come
don't know.
about?
well, it has to be on their computer already.
Right. Yes, because I remember Poon said he went to the cops with it because he was scared of it. Once you download it, you go into like a thing. The cops can, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like if you hit it, you're automatically marked. That's how people are busted. That's scary though that all these men have child porn shit to even porn bomb people with. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Pocket Sand. Old from mom threatened who? And hey, Pocket Sand, how are you, hun? I don't know who Gold Sarmon supposedly threatened. She threatened Natasha. She did
Didn't
do
they
that.
talk about it? Didn't they make up Gold Star Mom and Natasha?
They did. She apologized. Natasha
Oh, good.
apologized, and that was the end of that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You know,
I don't know anything about that. I don't
so
know.
so I guess Natasha didn't have to run out and get a restraining order because there was a threat made. I'm
Right.
saying, you know.
Yeah, she didn't, amazingly enough. She did not run out and get a restraining order based on that.
Oh, okay. Well,
Like a person literally came into her chat and threatened to come to Florida
Mm-hmm.
and do something to her and her family, and she did not run out and get a restraining order.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I
Yes,
didn't either.
Jennifer, I see you, honey. I said hello when you came in.
yeah, I just got threatened literally this week with two guys, one that goes extremely real life. And I didn't run out and get a restraining order. Like, okay,
Yeah, I got threatened live on the air.
You
yeah, me
did.
too. Yep.
hmm To come to my
Not the
house,
same as
and
A, but yeah.
he actually said, "End my life,"
Yep, he did.
It's amazing. You can handle things without running and getting
and I
a
didn't run and
bunk
get an
restraining
RO. In
order.
fact, I didn't even
Mm,
block his number on my phone.
wow.
So
So it can
Yep.
be done.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, but one of the two people, let's see, the person maybe that's getting the restraining order, can choose to stop things. And let me tell
Yeah,
you how
well,
that works. If one side stops, the other side stops.
oh, yeah, well, see, okay, so I have this backup channel that I don't really use a lot, and I think I'm going to go over to that channel and I'm going to go through Noodle Mash's videos and make fun of her because she just wants to drag me into all of it when I've literally just given an opinion. I'm going to go on my backup channel and do a review of her fucking channel.
Oh, there you go.
So she
You'll have
can get
plenty of
everybody else to
content.
shut up. Yeah, we're gonna look fucking Play-Doh creations, and then I'm gonna compare them to like the ones that like 12-year-olds do on here, where they'll make things with the easy bake oven and all that. We're gonna compare them because now she's pissed me off bringing my name into it.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm talking to my lawyer about. I'm a photographer for a living. But you know that because all three of us know that about each other. We know what we do for a living.
right.
So, oh, Milo. So we know what we do for a living. So y'all know that about me. If my name is sullied up from false allegations, such as saying I lie to people.
Defamation, baby.
Mm,
Well, I mean, if
you
she's
better
wanting to go
tell me.
legal, right? I'm just saying, like, if she's gonna go legal about everything, I'm not going to go legal, but Daria, I'm not defending anybody. She literally, because I gave an opinion, said I thought the lawsuit was stupid, and I've laughed at her a couple of times. That's as far as I've ever took it. Okay, I never shared pictures of her. I never made pictures of her, but she threw my name in yesterday. So now it isn't even about anybody else. She could have talked some shit, but she made it sound like I was making fun of her fucking genetic disease I didn't even know that bitch had. I never made a picture. I never shared a picture. I hardly even comment on the pictures, okay? Because I don't know the backstory. I think I've commented on 2 of them. But she wanted to drag me right into it. So now this is now Mrs. Portland. Now I'm like, fuck her. I'll just go on my backup channel that still has more subs than she does and fucking clown her. Fuck her. And I want her to try to take me to court, fucking bitch.
Um, yeah, I would say that could hurt. That would be defaming me.
It would. It would. Since,
Yeah, because
yep.
I was totally gonna have you do my pictures, but I totally can't now because
You're a liar. Yeah.
yeah,
Scotty don't
you
want to get her a
lied.
job.
And
Yeah.
what if I pay you and then you just never take my picture?
Right.
Right.
I mean, that
Mm-hmm.
would be the logic people would use.
Mhm.
That's where we're at. Okay. That's where we're at in this fucking place.
Yeah.
So fuck it. Yeah. I think that, I mean, she defamed you. Now Scotty is going to make you lose out on business because of
Yeah.
Noodle Trash's word.
Mhm. So
Wow.
yeah, you just
Well, see,
officially lost a customer.
we've just proven that she has totally defamed me, and I have lost money.
Yes.
And it
Yep.
wasn't even planned that Scotty was going to come up here and tell me
No.
that she wanted me to take her pictures.
No, but I did.
Yeah.
I was wanting you to take like a whole like portfolio of pictures for me
To
for my new job.
Well, that, and I know that you've lost a bunch of weight.
Oh yeah, and because I lost a bunch of weight, and I just wanted to show off a little. I have some pictures of me looking.
Well, you better go with somebody else because this Noodle Mash said she's a liar, and
All right.
she seems really trustworthy because she doesn't cuss. So
Well,
I
she
think that
said
Yeah.
you
she's
should go with somebody
proven it.
else.
She said she's
Right.
proven it with receipts.
Well, then I definitely cannot let you do my portfolio. I know that was about what, 2 grand that you were going to get off me for that portfolio because of all the different, you know, places I wanted you to go and travel and the time it was going to take and the editing. But
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just can't. I can't use you because what if you lie to me and I take a day off to meet you somewhere and you're not there? Like I just
Or what if
can't
you just don't
take
give?
that
What if she
risk.
doesn't give you her product? I mean, the liar is a big
Right.
accusation. It falls under a lot of umbrellas. I
Mhm.
think that yeah, I think we should drop the papers.
Yeah, I think
well,
we should.
I think I'll definitely have to give this video to my lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
See,
it's they said on YouTube
Lyndon
it's
was
got to be
gonna have you.
true.
Yeah, Lyndon said she was gonna have you do
Yep.
Christmas pictures of her family, but no more, because Noodle
No
Mash let
more.
us know that you lie. You're just a compulsive
You-
liar. I bet your
You're
name's not even
done.
Hooker.
I bet it's not. But your
Mhm.
name's
Yeah,
not
you're right.
Hooker.
You're right. It's probably
She
not
lied.
Hooker.
See, she lied. It's a good
Lies.
thing you didn't go with her. Noodle Mash was
Mhm.
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, see, we have just proven that she has
Mhm.
defamed me and it has cost me money.
Yes. Lots of money.
Yeah.
Because I'm a
Ramen in the
return
morning.
customer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if I like the work, I'll keep coming back and
Yeah.
tip. I tip really well.
And y'all know how I
Good
like those
job, Noodle
tips.
Mash.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I thought you said,
Mhm.
how I like those tits. It took me a second. Oh my God.
Mhm.
Well,
Like,
either one is applicable in this case.
both
In this
apply.
case, they are
Mhm.
both apropos.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Oh no.
And
You
yeah,
know.
Daria, tits up. People are going to have to understand. Well, no, you know what? They don't have to understand Mrs. P's disabilities. They don't. They don't have to understand at all. I can play devil's advocate. But guess what? They don't have to do. They don't have to subscribe to her.
She doesn't
Mhm.
even do anything anymore. Like on her page, she doesn't even talk about noodle trash. I talk about noodle trash more than Mrs. P does. And I don't talk unless I'm over here or I made a community post, one community post. I don't even see Mrs. P talking about anything except for she wants the fucking thing to be over, the lawsuit thing, the RO
And
to
noodle
be
trash,
over.
maybe you should understand this. Okay? I already have a lawyer on retainer. So why don't you sue me? I've been begging you to now for 2 weeks.
I
Sue
wanna,
me.
hmm I wish she would
I wish you would too.
sue or send us one of those fucking cease letters.
Cease and
Hmm.
desist.
Yeah, that would go in the
Mhm.
fuck it bucket and burn real quick. Like, the fuck? So
You gotta
stupid.
get me one of those. Bucket, bucket.
Yes.
You could just put it like, up on your business and be like, this is another way that they defame me and, you know,
Yep, yep,
made me
yep.
lose business
Yeah, you could even go ahead and just start your GoFundMe or whatever. We could
for
just
legal funds.
money.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you need a legal fund. Everybody needs a legal fund. So you gotta have a legal fund. Um,
I'll
and you
have
need
to
to like
change the name of my PayPal to my. How much? I'll have to ask my lawyer. I wonder how much that would cost.
we gotta start low, okay? Gotta start low and then you
At
gotta
least
move up.
50
That's what
grand.
they do. Yeah. I
All
mean you
right,
got
all right.
but you need to start little. You need to start with like 2,000 and oh my God, I can't believe how quick I got that. I'm gonna move it to 5,000. That's how you have to do it, or you won't get it.
Mhm.
Yeah, and yeah, Mrs. Portland. I know. Yeah, I guess I'll have to create that legal fund now.
Yes, I've got to start one too.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
because it's going to cost me to take her to court, so
mhm.
I'll have to start that
And
legal fund
it's
now.
gonna cost me money to get down there to testify,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everybody, just every legal fund.
Mm.
We need one just
Yeah,
for
Amanda,
Amanda,
you.
you need
you're going
one
to have to
too
have one.
because you're a character witness, so
Yeah,
you'll have to start one.
Yeah, all
yeah.
right, I'm on it. Everybody gets a
Mhm.
legal fund, and we'll have to sadfish, and it's not moving enough. Don't send super chats. Just send it to my PayPal after you send a
Mhm.
super chat. Like we have to have a whole script, okay?
And see, we can't even call Pesky a bitch anymore because she's in here and she'll call the police if we call her a bitch.
Mhm. Yeah.
See, see,
I swear. See how it's just having all kinds of trickle down effects.
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Notice how
is.
I said trickle down to help out people to say I said the wrong word?
Trickle.
Yeah,
Think of coins
correct.
trickling down a coin fountain into our bank accounts.
See how that
That's how that
works?
works. That's how that works, guys.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Pesky, you're going to have one now. You're
Mhm.
going to have a legal fund.
That's four so far. God, these subs better get to work. Poor things.
We're gonna bleed the subs dry now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. You got to
Yeah.
And if you
sadfish though.
don't
Take turns.
donate, if you don't donate, then you don't get to be part of our cult.
Yeah.
So,
No leggings for you and no worry. I'm not getting the easy bake oven out for you if you don't donate. So
mhm.
just saying.
Hey, nobody's
Yep.
getting my easy bake oven. Nobody
No,
is
but you
getting
have to make the jewelry in it. Of course not.
nobody's getting my easy bake oven. Screw all y'all.
I'm gonna take it in the lawsuit. That's gonna be the one
Yes,
thing I
I
ask
thought you
super
were
for.
bit.
gonna take it in the
Super the
ass.
oven.
Ma'am,
Oh no.
listen,
I
I'm
knew where
not.
she was going.
Yeah, no flashlights were harmed in the making of this video, you guys.
Oh
Um,
no.
Just say no to mag lights.
mhm.
Um. Anyway.
You know what I'm thinking about doing, honestly? Because you know how they sell the little keychains with the little flashlights on them? I think I'm gonna get some and start shilling them on my channel, like
Oh, okay.
selling little, yeah, and like get some stickers made that say "Oh Maglite" and put on them and sell them for Christmas or something. Who wouldn't want their own little Maglite flashlight to light the
Right?
dark up on your way home
Call it a
from work?
I
spotty
have
light.
never understood the dumb thing. I've never tried to, but I just know that it's about some flashlight in a butt, and that's all I need to
Mhm.
know. I don't know
Mhm.
the rest. I don't think I want to know, but yeah,
That's about all I know, but what I know is enough to
I
trigger certain
I know,
people, like, tremendously. So,
pesky. I know it's unheard of, but yeah, we do laugh here a lot.
yeah.
Um, I mean,
mhm,
it's what happens. It's what happens. But yeah. So I had to put that out there about the upcoming lawsuit.
mhm.
So you might want to, you might want to tell your subs they might not get their money back. There, Noodle Trap.
Well,
Mhm.
no, what she's banking on is that people will say, we don't, it's okay. You keep it. And then she'll fucking car that I'm convinced of it. It was right when her fucking car broke. And she's like, I don't need a car. If I wanted a car, and then somebody in the chat was like, we would make sure you get a car. Of course you fucking idiots would. Of course you would.
Oh, another thing about here, Pesky, is that it's not an echo chamber,
Yeah.
like,
No.
at all. Like, people come in and argue all the time.
Daria sees
Oh, we got to.
everything differently than I do, and I still love her.
Mhm.
We listen. We laughed at some trolls earlier in the night.
Mhm.
I mean, we just had a good time laughing at what they wasted their one sentence on.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they didn't make it. They didn't
Well,
make it
there's a
very
difference
good.
between trolls and, like, dissenting opinions too. Like if you come in on a troll account and you're just trying to dox someone or just be vulgar, yeah, I'm blocking your ass. it's a wrap. But if you come in and just disagree with me, but you can have like a civil conversation, I'll let you talk all night. I don't care.
Right.
You
Right.
don't have to like me. You're not my oh man, or you know what I'm saying? Like it's not like you gotta like me. I ain't paying you to. So
Right. Sorry, I was answering a text message. Sorry.
she was
Not
just
everybody knows I'm on a live. And even if they do, it doesn't matter. It's really okay.
I know, because you don't message people and tell them.
That's true. I don't message people and tell them, but
I
I
went
did.
live about the same time you did and didn't even know.
I
You're
didn't
live.
even know you were live. Nope.
Hmm.
But I tagged you in mine.
You did?
Yeah.
I did you in mine too.
Tag my check your description. Yeah. Yep.
BFF. You're
I have
everyone's
to,
BFF. I got to share you with the world.
Uh,
Ma'am.
So what else were we going to talk about, Mandolin?
I think that's it. Just that. I don't think there was anything else that was like particularly,
Well, I did want to discuss one thing, and that is that people need to understand a little bit of Weidman-Steiner syndrome, if I'm saying it correctly.
Hmm.
And that is that Mrs. P has absolutely no control over her outburst. It's not like they can be controlled under any circumstances.
That's what I read. That's the only thing I read about it, was that they don't have they have no impulse control, and
Correct.
emotional outbursts are very common, and they usually end up circling back around and think about it after most,
Right.
from what I read. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Exactly what Mrs. P does, right?
Yeah, that's the one that Lycan was saying, like, matches her correctly. That's what you're talking about. The one that he said, like, they have like thicker eye stuff. Is that the same one?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the one I looked up then, because I didn't have time for the rest, but I did read that one.
Right.
Okay.
She has
You know
a
what I
lot
think a
of
lot of the issue is? People don't like to admit when they're wrong around here. Period. It's
You're
like
right.
it's like people just can't admit it. Like, oh man, I made a mistake. My bad. That's all you got to do.
Well,
It's not like it's the end of the world to be wrong.
here's
Nobody's infallible.
here's what bothers me. It's that
Lufa, I wish I was, sis.
well, if you make that drive to California, I'm sure Lupa would share with you.
Listen, I could drive to Chillicothe. It's 45 minutes away.
Well, there you go. But no, I mean, I'm just saying, Mrs. P has that diagnosis, and they've been trying for years with medication to control that, and it never worked because there's not a medication that controls that, obviously. But
Right.
now, my next question is, what's Shannon's excuse?
Well, she would come up with this genetic that she's never before, and I'm sure it's going to have something that has similarities to this, which is fucking weird.
So it made her nose big and it causes her to have impulse control?
Well, she didn't say impulse control. I'm just saying that I thought it was weird that, something that we've never heard of, sudden the next day she had some bullshit. But she doesn't have to show any reason. She said, I don't have to talk about my diagnoses and blah, 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 blah. And then went on to talk about them, but said, I don't have to show proof. Well, no, you don't. But y'all demanded it out of Miss Portland. Nobody was going to believe her till she showed it. So I choose not to. I've never heard her say that before. Not one time. So...
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, you don't have to, but
well, she also Yeah. Sorry, something came through on my phone that was funny. Um,
Would you put the phone down? Let's play a game.
if I put the phone down, the whole live ends.
Well, okay, so let's play a game. Let's play a game where you don't pay attention to your messages for
You can
2
always tell what she is.
seconds.
She'll say,
I
and
know.
then you can tell,
That's her stalling
stop.
for time. Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna
anyway,
take the look away from the phone.
You know what
yeah,
cracks me up is when she'll start to answer the text and then she'll start to say what she's typing and stop herself.
yeah,
Yeah.
I do that.
Mm-hmm.
I do that. Yeah,
I got to get rubbed down though because I have to
I
go
know,
on
honey.
my
You go ahead.
phone
Aw,
thing. But
it's good seeing you, Amanda.
good seeing you. And sorry, I
I'll see you in a
didn't
little
realize
bit.
it was already late.
I'll
Okay,
see you in a
that's
little
fine.
bit.
Take your time. Okay, I'll
Okay.
see you in a little bit. All
All
right.
right.
Bye.
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 So, um, and if anybody wants to come up, they're more than welcome. Just let me know. I'll put the link back in the chat. Since Scotty seemed to have trouble finding it.
Ma'am, I couldn't scroll back up that far because the kids, decided to unplug the router.
I see. I see. Okay. Okay.
It
So,
wouldn't let me go back that far. I don't know why. I don't know why.
well, let's continue with what we were saying with Mrs. P's diagnosis.
Hmm.
Let's keep going along those lines. So,
And then,
well, no, I was reading Tits Up comment.
oh,
She's right.
well, why don't
She's
you pay
right.
attention to your chat? You haven't for a minute.
Um, Hi, Laura Fleming. I didn't see you come in. Um, so, let's talk a little bit about Mrs. P's diagnosis. So, Weidemann-Steiner syndrome. It causes her eyes to be more narrow, more together than most, which is why her eyes are so small. It causes her eyebrows to be thicker than most. I don't know if they're more thick than mine. Mine are pretty thick. It causes her to have impulse control issues. It causes her to have uncontrolled outbursts. And when I say uncontrolled, I don't just mean by people who are on the internet who think that they are controllable. Now, see, you'll have to forgive me. I have to take a minute to look. Okay. Thank you, Manda. See, that was Manda texting me. And Mrs. Portland, Robbie said thank you for the apology, and he loves you very much. So, hey, Natasha. Of course, I don't see you. I just see everybody saying hey to you. Did you block me, Natasha? Natasha blocked me, y'all. Oh, there she is. There she is. She didn't block me. It's safe. I was going to block her. Natasha, if you want to come up, let me know. Come on up. We'll trigger a few people.
Trigger, trigger, trigger. So, did you like my video the other night?
I did. I did.
Yeah, it was cute, huh?
Yeah, it really was. I'm trying
Well,
to.
they were expecting me to do something, like they do, like real mean, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go lighter, you know.
Right, right. I thought it was hysterical.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
thanks. I thought it was cute. I was like, I'm gonna take the lighter way of it, I mean, it was still, shady, but it was funny. I thought it was cute. I mean, it wasn't anything that could be seen as like hateful, sort of. I mean, and come on, if I had done what she has done, There is no way I would still be out here on social media at all, on any platform, especially when like random people had access to a video of me doing something like that. Like, how do you
Hi, Mrs.
continue?
P.
Hey,
Hey,
Mrs. P.
lady.
How are
Hey,
you?
I'm here.
Natasha, they're nuts. You're doing just fine, Miss Portland. You're
I
doing
know, I'm
just fine.
trying.
Yeah,
It's
you're
just
doing
been,
well.
it's just been a lot to deal with.
Right. You're doing just fine.
I'm
We talk
trying.
every
Like I
day.
said, I'm here.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to come up just real quick, just to let everybody know that I have placed my PayPal back on my channel because I'm asking for just a little bit of help with fundage to be able to send what I need for the court.
Okay.
So if anyone wishes, just leave me a little something in my PayPal is greatly appreciated.
Well, there you go. Okay. Perfect.
So that's all I just want to come up and say, and I just want to come up and say hi. And again, all this mess, Hooker, as you know, for those that are not aware of how this all started, is about 3 weeks ago, Hooker reached out to me via email because she felt like there was something important she felt that I needed to know. So she emailed me. I responded back. I made it public, which was my mistake. I should not have done that. But this is what has started the whole thing. And Noodle actually went into a meltdown because this was right after this so-called peace agreement that Robbie had set up between the two of us. But I knew all along it just would not last.
Uh-huh.
And she has gone and wrongfully accused you of putting your nose in where it didn't belong. And it's like, what's it to her who I choose to communicate with?
Right.
And if she has such an issue with it, that's on her and not me.
That's right. That's right.
So that's all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to come up and just quickly clear the air of how all this started.
Yeah, that is how it all started. She doesn't seem to like that we talk.
Exactly. She doesn't like the fact that you reached out to me in an email. That's what
Right.
set this whole thing in motion. But again, it was my mistake when I did have my last channel and had my community page. Yes, I posted the fact that you emailed me because everyone was asking me for proof. It's like, okay, here it is. Yes, Hooker reached out to me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all it took. And from then on, she has gone into meltdown after meltdown after meltdown because she doesn't like the fact that you involved yourself of wanting to get to know me.
Yep. Well, and we discussed the peace agreement that
Yep.
there was a peace agreement where Mrs. Portland couldn't speak on Noodle Mash, but Noodle
Right.
Mash could keep doing live after live
Yep.
after live
Yep.
about her.
She has done everything possible to silence me, to get me to shut up and so forth. Yet she comes and flaps off at me or about me. And it's like, does she not realize that there's a First Amendment called freedom of speech?
Mm-hmm. Somebody will have to tell me Kramabalt's question because I can't see her. So
Where's she at?
I don't know. I don't see her. I'm assuming she's in chat.
I mean, I can if I see her.
But again, also, for those that are not also aware, Noodle has constantly accused me of lying on her and about her. And I have a really good memory, and I've had good memory all my life. And I remember everything from the age of 3 going forward. I remember everything in my life that I have faced. So
Right.
how can she rightfully accuse me of lying about her or on her?
I'll have to go to chat. I think it got.
Okay. Well, Mrs. Portland,
It just makes no sense. And that's why she put this court thing against me, because she's constantly accusing me of saying something I did not say.
Okay. Yeah. Well, she says I lied about. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read the question from Chromaball. Hold on one second.
Okay.
What crosses the line to
Oh,
an
sorry.
area of your real life that you would want to get a no contact order? Okay. Well, in this case, it was that Mrs. Portland said that she was going to get her and her friends together, and they weren't going to stop coming after Noodle Mash the way Noodle Mash has gone after her, and they were going to pull her apart like a wishbone. Now, what she meant was, tell them what you meant, Mrs. Portland.
Okay, what I meant is since she has verbally come at me as much as she has on YouTube, I basically told her the more she comes at me, that my support circle will retaliate and come back on her, and that's basically all I meant. I
What
did not mean
But
it as
listen.
a
I don't
physical
think
threat.
you're not supposed to talk about her at all, right, Mrs. P? Like,
Exactly.
okay, let's
She
drop
doesn't.
the subject
I
while
don't.
you're
I
up
don't
here, then.
okay.
Because I don't want you to get in trouble.
Okay. All right. That makes sense. So,
Yeah, but she can talk about us all the time.
you're right.
I know, hon. I know, but I just don't want.
We don't want her to get in trouble.
Yeah, I
So,
want to
Mrs.
protect
Portland, why
you.
don't you
Like,
step down so you don't get in
Oh.
trouble? All right. Love you. Bye. So,
yeah. See, I just.
but do understand that a stalker order means that she's stalking her.
Mhm.
It's actually the opposite. She didn't go looking for Noodle Trash. Noodle Trash came looking for her.
I know.
Noodle
I just
Trash
don't want.
came look.
With what's going on, they're just looking for reasons to.
I know. I
You
get it.
know.
I get it. Um, and isn't that funny? She didn't think she was a threat when they lived next door to each other.
Mhm.
Isn't that funny? She wasn't
Yeah.
a threat when she lived within physical distance, but now she wants that she lives 2.5 hours away. Now she's a threat. Now everybody knows Mrs. Portland and King Portland don't drive. They ride mobility scooters. Do they think she's going to ride her mobility scooter 2.5 hours away to physically attack, and that I'm getting on an airplane to come to Oregon to physically attack, and that Tits Up and Extinct Tube and everybody who's been making videos or memes about her are going to get on a plane and fly across the ocean or across the United States
Mhm.
just to attack a woman who's in her bed wearing leggings. And those leggings, they'd be enough to scare anybody off. I mean, just saying.
You're killing me, Smalls.
I
Yeah.
mean, come on, ma'am.
Mhm.
Ma'am.
Ma'am.
Ma'am. Please.
Mhm.
Interesting, Tits Up. I missed that part. Isn't that interesting? Said she was going to fight her back legally, but they edited the video and cut all that out. Interesting. See how this has been working?
Mhm.
Yeah, well, that's true, Lupa. The jewelry could be used. Yeah. Yeah. And yes, Natasha. Well, Be careful, y'all. You might trigger the hypochondriac.
Mhm.
She could become triggered by our comments that her mods, KRD and Sailboat, are going to snap tonight. You know, you guys aren't blocked from StreamYard. You're more than welcome to hit that link, bitches. Motherfuckers. They're big and bad when they're in these chats running their mouth. And the shit that they have said about Lycan is funny.
Mhm.
Funny. And they are in there sucking up to him.
It's gross, right?
Buying memberships
Mhm.
and spending their money. Maybe they'll buy some more Noodle Legion merch. I'm waiting for that to come out. Come on, Lycan, come up with some Noodle Legion.
Oh, you know what? That's what's so funny is they don't even see that he's using them for like money. Like he's jumping on her bandwagon just because it's the controversial thing at the moment.
Hey,
And
I warned him. I said, Lycan, have you seen how much money your subs are giving her?
mhm.
It's hysterical. She's
Mhm.
getting more money than he is.
Mhm.
I can't believe he hasn't asked her for a rundown of every penny in her PayPal fund.
Oh, I'd say behind the scenes she is having to give him a cut. I guarantee
Okay.
it.
Okay. Okay. Well, that would make sense.
Mhm.
Now it makes sense.
Mhm. Yeah. I know how that dude rolls. You know, like I've even shown proof. I've dropped the receipts where he expected me to give him half of my money before that I'd make on a stream.
Wow.
Mhm. It didn't happen. It
Right.
didn't happen, but he expected it. But yeah,
Okay.
he makes my stomach turn just the thought of him. He's so gross.
Well,
I need to go back and find some more of that one guy trolling him because he comes on his he lets him on his panel like all the time, and it's so clear that that guy is straight trolling him.
I'm telling you, it was awesome.
Mhm.
Preach.
Yeah, Preach is his name.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if he
One night,
named himself Preach after the Preach from the videos I used to share when I first went live.
I don't know. I don't know because he's been around since before then. Um,
Before the show?
Before your show, yeah.
No. Before
Oh, Preach.
the
Oh, I don't know.
show.
I don't know what you're talking about, homie. But
Okay.
I mean, okay. But yeah, he got him to play a Kenny Rogers song one night. And I was like sitting there like, and this was before me and him had our falling out, and I'm sitting there thinking, does he really not see that this dude is straight like making fun of him? And I guarantee you that that guy had a stream set up somewhere that he didn't know about, and they were like telling him like, "Hey, if I get to $500 in donations, I'll try to get him to play a Kenny Rogers song." You know, or
Right.
I'm telling you, I could see there was something else going on there, but yeah, that night, that clip I had, I loved it.
Right. Well, Lufa, he's the biggest Karen on YouTube, honey.
Mhm.
He's the biggest Karen on YouTube.
And can I ask you guys a serious question? Have you ever went to a costume shop and there been a Halloween hat that looked like a toilet plunger? Seriously, I have never went to like buy a costume anywhere and there be an actual toilet bowl plunger as a costume.
Oh, look, aw, look, You have a troll, your very own troll.
Oh, do I? Who is it?
Scooty's ex-husband. Look, they still think calling you Scooty is owning you.
Right.
Scooty's ex-husband, with Scooty spelled with a K. Hey,
Yeah.
November Rain. My ex is fibbing hard right now.
Quite
Well,
hard.
they wasted a good troll account to say that.
Right. You
Wow.
could at least come a little bit harder than that, guys. Shoot.
Yeah, I mean, geez.
You didn't even call me like a bad name.
Oh, did I miss another one? Did I miss one?
What? Was there another one?
I don't know.
I got Demon Legion, I see.
You have one? I don't see.
Scotty just lied.
Oh,
That's got to be
well, I can tell you who I
Liking.
have blocked and whether that person would be on my blocked list or not.
He was hidden.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, keep using up all your troll accounts, James. What's the matter, sweetheart? I got you triggered.
James is triggered.
Jamie.
Truth
bomb. Truth bomb. You're lying and you know it, Scotty. You're lying and you know it. Kit Kat Split said, Scotty, I used to work for a costume shop. Never seen a plunger for sale for costumes. Yeah, me neither. Never in my
Well, we're
life.
going to create one this year. Slow DN. Scooty wants liking bad. I can assure you that is not the case. I can assure you that is not the case.
Yeah. Hooker has inside information on all that.
Yeah. So, and no, I will not be getting these stupid sound effects these idiots have for when they get super chats or any of the other sound effects these Nimrods have. Okay. Night, Natasha.
Oh, the sugar trim fairy. I created the Lycan Theory fan club and I put Scotty as the president. Come on, guys.
Oh, wow. Oh, they're being so hard. I think we may have to shut down the live.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Oh, come on. You guys are supposed to be
And they got a picture. That one last account had a picture of who he thinks Lycan Fairy is, even though it's not. Definitely not. If he knew who Lycan Fairy really was, he'd probably quit YouTube and just hang it up. Honestly, because it would break his little heart.
Well, you know, they have to try. I just thought they'd try a little harder.
Yeah. Come on, I know you can come at me harder than that. Do I need to make another flashlight video? Because I can.
The first one was so good.
It was.
I don't know how you'll top it.
I know. Did everyone see my video? My flashlight video? Oh, it's so good, you guys. If you haven't seen it, go to my channel and watch it. You guys will love it.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good.
I think I outdid myself on that one. That was a good one. I was so happy when I made it. The other one I loved making was the one, what was it called? What really happened that night. That's a good one too. But yeah, the one that I want you guys to check out, I did it 2 days ago. It's already got 254 views too, and it's called Tiffany's Homemade Naughty Time Clip.
Yep.
And I tagged at Noodle Legion. What's it say? You made me share this. Like, it's all your fault. If you would have just left me alone, you couldn't do it. I'll put the link to that video in the chat if you don't care.
Okay.
That way they can just go straight to it.
Yeah, Blue Sea Brandy is going to put your link in chat again.
That's the link to the video, guys. You got to go watch it.
No, Pesky, I have not. There we go. There we go. But I'll be sure to catch it now, Pesky.
Thank you, Brandy.
And Pesky, I'm really glad to see you.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like, I never did say anything bad about
No, I never have, for sure.
Pesky. I just hope that she'd see the light.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and I have tried to tell everybody on my lives that it's always a matter of when, never a matter of if they'll turn on you. Pesky, didn't you know? Hi, Mama Stone. Glad you're here.
Honestly, I think Pesky's the one that was just, I think that she finally realized, like, I'm not this type of person, and what these people are doing to other people, she just couldn't, like, back it up. I think it just finally became, like, obvious to her that they were not being truthful about shit, you know?
Well.
Oh, you lost your channel? I didn't know you lost your channel. Mine too. They took one of my channels.
Well, Country Joe took hers down.
Oh yeah.
I think it was Country Joe. But I don't know for sure. I just have always thought that. I like how
you know, I'm up to 1.51K subscribers on this channel.
Good. Pesky, it's an echo chamber. It's an echo chamber. I pointed that out to Scotty a while back. Everybody has to say exactly what he says. Ow! Milo, that hurts.
Milo, what are you doing to you, Matter?
He stuck his claws in my foot. That hurts. Oh, good. Good, Pesky. I'm glad. That's really good. You got it back. That's awesome. That's pathetic what those two do. Pathetic. Another group of real lifers. And isn't it funny? The real lifers don't even like the real lifers. That's funny. And I'm sure he's encouraging Noodle Mash. Well, actually, it was quite the other way around. Noodle Mash manipulated the hell out of him on his own panel. Mommy said, "Get off the computer, Mom." Yeah, you're right. He does that quite often. He wants some attention. No, Milo, no. But okay, that's weird.
What's he doing?
He's trying to get up here on the couch with me, and he knows he can't get up on the couch because he pees.
Aww.
He pees. Not allowed on the couch, not allowed
I'm
in
just
the
glad
bedroom.
he's peeing.
Whoo, aren't we all glad he's peeing?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the vet who did the surgery went back and fixed it. He tried to charge me a second time, and in a not so polite way. Yeah, Pesky, I saw him say it too. He said he's been trying to get rid of Pesky for a month or so because they saw changes in you. Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. But anyway, the vet who was the owner of the clinic said he would go back and fix the surgery because what he did, well, Milo, what was that all about? He when he sewed him up from the first surgery, he sewed up tissue into the sutures on the inside. And it got caught in those sutures, so he wasn't able to pee. So the emergency vet saw that and said, hey, that's why he can't pee. And as a matter of fact, when the emergency vet had catheterized him to try to get urine out of him, when he pulled the catheter out the second time, tissue came out with it. And I said to him, and it was hanging out, I said, what's that? And he said, what? And I said, well, they cut off his penis, so he shouldn't have a penis. What's that sticking out of him? He said, oh, it's tissue. I went, so now there's tissue stuck on the sutures on the inside and tissue hanging out of him. I said, well, that can't be good because
this is getting it's making I can't talk about tissue and sutures and
sorry. So anyway, I said that would cause an infection, right? And he said, right. So anyway, the vet said he would fix it. Then he tried to charge me. I said, I'm not paying that. We had
I remember I was on the phone with you that morning, remember?
Yep. I said, I'll call the popo and wait. You call the popo, I'll wait. So I stood in the lobby and waited for the popo
I
to
know.
go
I
up.
was on the phone with you when you were waiting. I was like, so do you know how to go, like, just start video chatting me? So if you do go to jail, I can, like,
yes,
put it on YouTube and I can get the money to bail you out, donate it, or yeah, I remember
sure
that.
did.
I did. I had your back.
Scotty
I
was
thinking
going
ahead.
to put it live so
I
that
was,
she
guys.
could bail
I was
me
gonna.
out.
Yes, I was calling in the reinforcements with a quickness. I was like, oh wait, do you have video chat so I can live stream this shit real quick? Yeah, because I was like, oh no, my friend's about to go to jail because she's going to knock this doctor out if they don't give her cat back. So
Well, then they decided that there was really nothing they could do other than give me my cat back without the charges. So they did say they were going to turn it in against my credit, and I said, you go ahead and do that and I'll see you in court. And that was the end of that. Milo's been peeing up a storm ever since. He doesn't pee normally though. He doesn't. He like drips everywhere now. So that's fun.
Right.
But hey, whatever. I was looking at Pesky. Pesky, no worries there. He's not exactly going to leave the house. Might pull some more of his beard out, but he's not going to leave the house. No worries there. So, anyway, I think it's about time to end this anyway. We can wrap this up tonight. Yeah.
Thanks for letting me come up and chit chat.
You're welcome. Thanks for coming up.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. I
Sorry
appreciate
for
it.
bringing trolls around. I'll hop down for you, but good night, everybody.
All right.
Love you
honey.
later.
Love you later. All right. Night, everybody. Have a great night.